week. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I'm just warning you now because that's kind of guy I am. There you go. Flamish is going to eat an extremely spicy. Is it a peanut? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Can anyone hear me? Can you hear Crispy? Say you can hear
There
Crispy.
you go. Okay, now we're ready. Hey guys, welcome to the show, the Flamish Experience number 17 already. So we're getting there. We're getting almost to the 20. So and in 2 weeks the consoles launch. So it's gonna be exciting. And yeah, today we got a new guest on the show called the Dark Knight. Welcome, buddy.
Hey, Flemish, how's it going, mate? Thanks for having me on. Been a couple of times you've asked and it hasn't quite worked out, so yep, I'm here now and we'll have a good chat.
Okay, yeah. This show is gonna be so different for you because
Yeah.
you've got like all those topic shows, and this is like something else completely. So it's gonna be so much fun. For me personally, that is like, if it's less fun for you, I hope you're gonna have fun. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be good, mate. I'm sure it'll be good.
And then we got one of our main panel members, one of my Court of Dragons, Crispy.
Ah! What? What's up, people?
Ah,
How's it going? Did that hurt? Did that hurt your brain hole right there? Yeah. So Flamish was talking about eating a very spicy nut. I don't know what kind of nut. Hopefully,
Hold
it's
on,
the.
hold on, hold on. I'll show you guys. So, next, I'll explain myself a little bit. So, next week, Saturday, actually, which is coming up, I'll be doing a charity stream, and I'm going to be playing some games. The first game I'm going to play is my worst nightmare, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. That's a game I'm going to be playing. And probably some someone was asking me to play what was it again? Let me check real quick. Hold on. So someone asked me to play. Damn, I have a blank here. Hellblade, and someone asked me to play Doom as well. So yeah, there are multiple things. Like, if you have some ideas, please DM them to me. I'm looking for more ideas. So the first
have you played Dying Light?
Yeah, I played Dying Light. I played through it, but that's all Xbox. So if I can play, if I need to play DLC, that's a little bit of a problem. Like Stanley Parable, I can play that one as well. But I like to have it a little bit more October themed. Halloween's coming up, so I'm gonna probably do something about that. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure. But no, this is the dead nut challenge. So you got these 5 dead nuts, and it's like getting started is the first one, and it's with Carolina Reaper and chocolate Brutta peppers, and that's mild. Like the Carolina Reaper, that's mild. And then we got the warming up. That's the Carolina Reaper with ghost peppers, and that's mild plus. And then we get into the medium heat level, which is Carolina Reaper with 7-pot brain strain peppers. And then we go to level hot, and Hat is 2 times Carolina Reaper with 7 pot Douglas pepper. And then the Death Nut is 2 times Carolina Reaper with Moruga Scorpion and 13 million Scoville capsaicin crystals. So I don't eat spicy food, just saying. And
Do you have to sign a waiver, Flamish?
no, I don't have to sign with it, but this is basically...
Well, somebody's gonna get sued from this if that's actually true. 13 million Scoville.
Yeah, it's 13,
Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that could give somebody a heart attack possibly. So I'm surprised they haven't got sued yet, and I'm surprised it's still coming out.
Yeah, and they got a lot of for sale on the shop and all. But this is basically you can have no liquids of food, and you have to chew every content, like every box with nuts. You have to chew for 15 seconds, and then you need to wait 60 seconds before you can go to the next one. And then after level 5, you need to wait 5 minutes before you can drink stuff. So, yeah.
You should know a lot about 15 seconds, right?
Oh my god. So we got some gameplay of Xbox X-Men Origins, the old one, on the screen now. So that's gonna be fun. And yeah, so let's say, Dark Knight, is there anything you want to talk about on this show?
Well, I mean,
Is there something you
I'm a
feel
bit-
like you want to have off your chest or something that you want to talk about?
I mean, I've got plenty I can get off of my chest, but I'd probably upset a lot of people. So, just another week of just seeing ridiculous statements on Twitter regarding hardware on next generation consoles. Not a fan of it. Yeah, it's just been another week of nonsense, but we're another week closer to the next gen system. So sooner rather than later, all outlets will get review consoles, and then we'll find out what it's all about, and then we'll.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for sure. Like, it's gonna be so interesting. Like 2 weeks, right? And the fun thing is, I will be like, I need to wait probably till Wednesday till the rise, because it's gonna arrive 1 day later for me probably. So yeah, it's gonna be, oh, that's painful. Yeah, this game back in the day. So yeah, Crispy, what what do you think?
When I have the money, I'm going to buy the Series X, and that's going to be the end of it. And I don't care what anybody feels about their feels. All I see is predominantly single player on one side and my well-known multiplayer with the ecosystem I'm used to on the other. Dropping that 120 frames per second on my favorite game, that would be Gears 5, and that's all I really care about right now. So once the new games come out, which I know they're coming, I know they're coming, and you might see something that November 9th. Just warning y'all. You're gonna see something special. You're gonna see something special. Yes.
Yeah, I just hope everything works from day one beautifully on my OLED TV, so I can enjoy those 120 frames. I can have that HDMI 2.1 support with the variable refresh rate and stuff, which is gonna be interesting to see on my on the TV, right? Because you never experience that, only if you've been on a PC. Like my PC can run 144 hertz, but yeah, it's not really powerful enough to run that. So it's gonna be really the first time I'm gonna be playing at 120 frames per second. Yeah.
How dare they do such things? How dare you be able to play an old game with 120 frames per second? How dare they?
No one.
It's an old game.
What are you saying, Josh?
I was just saying the narrative this time is nobody cares about old games until they announce that they've got forward or rather backwards compatibility. And then
But Darge, is it Demon Souls? Isn't that an old game?
Well, no, it's a remake. It looks great. It actually does look great, that game. But like I say, the goalposts get moved all the time to fit the narrative that week. So,
But Gears 5 plays better and looks great, and it's technically an old game too. How about Gears 4? That's gonna get upgraded too. Like,
of course, it's
dude,
gonna
like,
be good. It's gonna
dude,
be it's
Halo
gonna be good.
Master Chief Collection is going to get upgraded. Oh, but
Yep.
those are old games, and guess what? You don't have to buy them again. Oh, how about them apples? Oh, those are some tasty
And
apples, aren't they?
those old games, them old games don't come with a disclaimer as well that they may actually fall into errors and not work correctly.
I will just be happy that I can play the games, you know. Like if it doesn't like, I know it's gonna support everything from day one, of course. I mean, it's the new consoles, everything is tested well, so we don't have to fear anything. But I will just be happy I have a new console in my home, and I will be playing it day one. So thanks to Gaz, of
I'm with
course.
you.
I'll always say thanks to Gaz about that. Without him, I wouldn't have one. So thank you again for that. So I do want to say something like if you see my mic is not down anymore because it broke down, and now I got this beautiful Blue Point mic because I needed to basically buy one. And yeah, I couldn't I need to get it because otherwise I would not have a mic.
Don't mind him sounding like he's in a hallway. Trust me, I hear it too. It's okay.
What? What? Is it again like that? Hold on, I'll put it a little bit closer so my mic is a little bit closer to my mouth. If this is better,
It's better, but the whole point we've already told you. You have to put some kind of buffer, at least in front or behind you or both, and it will absorb the sound, and then you will be good. So that's something you have to do, and then you won't have to you put your mouth directly on the mic and like. Put a blanket up over your windows. There you go. That'll start it.
yeah, no, but Crispy, last time we spoke about that, it seems that this mic has like 3 different settings, and I chose the second setting now, and actually I talked to a graphic card about it, and it seems that it's now better. So it should be better. Like it should not
It,
be
it, it
like
is
last
it is
time.
better now. Yes, it's a little better, but I'm
Okay.
just saying you have to have something to absorb the sound around you. You're in a room with nothing on the walls. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a,
that will come over time, Crispy. Just not at this moment. Like, this was urgent to have a new mic. Otherwise, I couldn't do my shows. I couldn't do all the other stuff. But I choose the cheapest mic that's like good quality. So I at least I have something for years. You know. So that's what I went for. And also, I do want to say I made a tiramisu cake today, and I went with a boo boo.
and what happened to it? I would love to know.
Yeah, so basically, I made a cake, right? So I'm gonna show you how it's made. So again, Nino's home. He's a really good cook. Does a lot of Chinese stuff, and he basically makes like a batter for a cake, right? As you can see, he makes the batter. He makes it with flour and stuff. He starts baking that thing, and then he makes the tiramisu itself. So he basically makes egg yolks. He does some sugar in it. Then he takes some gelatin. Oh, gelatin? Is that how you say it?
Gelatin, yeah.
Gelatin. Yeah, gelatin. Yeah, and then he warms it up so it gets smooth. Then he puts it all together with the mascarpone. And then he did this, right? And he takes the cake and he cuts it in half. Okay? So I tried to do that. Guess what happened? I'm a baker by profession. And it's been so long ago since I baked something that I tried to basically make a cake.
And you ripped it in half, right? Is that
And I
what
ripped
happened?
it in three. So I had it in like this form that's like a spring form. So basically you can take off the side but I tried to turn it over, and while I was turning it over, I touched this. Great, but it was still hot. So what happened? I touched it, and my arm has this nice red spot. And yeah, it fell on the table, and I couldn't get it up anymore because it was hot, and so we broke in pieces. But the end result.
Wait! I have to go back real quick. You are a baker by profession? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I learned bakery by profession. Yes.
Oh my God! You shame,
Dude,
sir.
it's been
Shame.
years. It's been at least 10 years. And I forgot
So
about
so
that one thing. Yeah.
you are bus driver by profession now.
Yes. And then in the end, I put some. I put like the cake, like I sliced it in half. These two pieces, I put them on there. Back in the form itself, I put some amaretto with coffee on there, so it's really yummy. And then I put my tiramisu. And then at the end, I take some chocolate, I cut them up into small pieces, and I put them on the top. And that's basically a tiramisu.
Is amaretto with coffee part of the recipe?
No, you can do amaretto alone, but I think it need a little bit more flavor.
Well, a true tiramisu is cappuccino, but I mean,
Yeah, I wanted to do a latte macchiato with it.
he wanted to get himself a little toasty real quick. He wanted to get a little drunk when he ate it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a rum ball. You know, you ever had one of those Italian rum balls? Ooh boy, they get you eat like 3 of them, and you're like taking shots like the whole time.
So Dark Knight, I do want to know: have you cooked stuff like the cakes and stuff like that?
Not many cakes, mate. No, I've cooked like lasagna and stuff like that.
Ah, lasagna.
But, yeah, not much of a baker, mate.
Okay. And
my girl cooks me brownies, bro. That's about it.
Oh, nice.
That's nice. Like brownies are so good. Like last time I made something, it was out of the freezer. Like I took this mouilleux, which is basically like almost like a chocolate cake, but like the middle is fudge, right? So it's still warm and chocolate melts out. I don't know what it's called in English, but yeah, that's the last thing I did was take that out of the freezer. Yeah, malted chocolate. Malted chocolate. Yeah, but it's a little bit like a half doughy, I would say. It's not completely chocolate. Like there's a little bit more in there as well.
It's okay, chat. I'm translating into English, just to let you know.
Also, Graphic God is asking you, Crispy, what kind of brownies?
What kind of what?
Brownies. What kind of brownies?
It depends. It depends what kind of mood she's in. I've had some special brownies. Trust me, they're special.
Hey, I'm trying to not lose the crowd, Lupa. So yeah, I'm doing my best here. Like, I do the show completely random. So if you don't like it, yeah, go watch something else. I cannot say it. Like, dislike my thing and go away. I mean, this is the most random show on the planet, except for Red Renegades, of course. That show is also very much a random as thing.
Yeah, but we have one coincision. It's called beer, and that's the way it goes.
Yeah, you can still drink your beer, Crispy, on the show if you want to. Like, I don't care about that. So,
what do you think? I'm not drinking right now. It's Sunday. I'm not watching football, so I might as well be here and just talk trash to Flamish and love you.
No problem at all.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna start taking over real quick. How about Xbox going ham and saying, you know what? We're gonna make a damn fridge. We ain't just gonna have a meme. We're gonna make a damn fridge. We don't give a shit. That is what I love, man. Dude, games are supposed to be fun. That is what I call fun. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts because I just think it's just a fun thing to do. It is just awesome that they did that. And I mean, they literally the box is got all of the graphics and stuff of a Series X. Just most powerful refrigerator or fridge. It's
This is the
just
video
crazy.
of it, by the way. This is one of the 3 fridges that Microsoft made. Like that they send out to people. Like Snoop Dogg has one, and then this lady, which is iJustine. So yeah, like I always do, I subscribe and I put in a like on the video so you can all see it. So I still support the people. So it doesn't look like I'm just letting their videos get viewed on my channel and that's it. So yeah. Yeah, it's insane. Like this box is exactly how the Series X is gonna be. Like the box gonna be. So it's so cool to see that actually. Like in how much is the size of it? Like 10 times? No, maybe 20, 30 times the size of it, or something. I don't know. Yeah. What
I don't care. I don't care. It's a refrigerator. Like, come on. It's a legit refrigerator that runs. Like, dude, I've been looking at people like responding on Twitter, like, where do I buy this? Like, it's incredible. Like, people are willing to buy this at this point. They could charge like 10 grand and somebody's gonna buy it. So maybe Xbox, you need to look at, who's saying what. You might be able to sell like between 500 and like 2,000 of these, if you want to. I don't know who's making them for you. I don't think Microsoft's in the refrigerator game, but they might have somebody that they have a partnership with making these things. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It was just amazing to see this box, like how the Series X is gonna look like from top to bottom and stuff. Like it's a pure replica. It looks exactly the same. But the coolest thing is when you open the fridge, it has the Xbox on, like when you turn it on sound. Like it's so cool. Like I love that.
Well, actually, and she put a drone on the top, and it's actually got the green glowing like the same thing as the top of the Series X too. So
Not exactly crispy because it's just a flat piece of wood or something that's under there. But in the real Series X, it's actually holes, and then you got like the layer of green under that. But the holes are actually
it
see-through.
looks good enough, Flamish. Jesus, what do you expect from them?
To be exactly a replica, crispy. No, man, I'm so happy to see this. This was such.
You know what? I had a problem with this. It doesn't have an ice and water little cubby. I don't like that. I
Okay.
need that on my fridge.
Maybe that's an American thing, but here in Belgium we don't have that. That's American fridges. Yeah, but
Oh, we special? Is that what you're saying? We special?
you special, crispy. You're always special. And Darch, what do you think when you saw this thing like popping up on
I think the fact that they when the console was revealed and everyone was saying mocking it up as a fridge, and then it became apparent that the PS5 was bigger, and all of a sudden size didn't matter, and we downplayed it. The fact that they went and made a fridge made just purely for piss taking, yeah, I'm a fan of it. Yeah, it's just I like what Microsoft are doing at the moment, like regarding their marketing and openness, with stuff. They're having a laugh, they're not being as serious. So yeah, it's alright. It's something else, to have a laugh about. But yeah, we just want the games, really. Do you know what I mean? We want to start seeing the games and the performance. But this is alright. It's a laugh.
It would be fun if they put a screen on there and you can play xCloud on your fridge. That would be the ultimate laughing point about it. But yeah, it's man, it looks amazing. See, Crispy, and this is what I mean. It's not completely true.
You're gonna push that. You're gonna push that. It's not completely to specs and this and that. Like, how many
No,
times have I
man,
freaking heard this crap? Come on,
I'm
come on,
laughing about it.
get your head out. Let's go.
And the coolest thing is that it glows green the inside. Like what fridge glows green? But yeah, so that's it.
The show has ended already. It's only been a half an hour. There you go.
Yeah, I'm a little bit tired, man. The tiramisu cake did actually make me tired today.
Well, it's supposed to have caffeine in it, so I guess caffeine doesn't do shit for you. That's
I
what I
haven't
gotta say
eaten
about
it yet, Crispy. I'm waiting till
that.
tomorrow
You just
morning.
acted like you did eat it.
No, I haven't tasted it yet. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a couple more hours. It needs to sit a little, you know? It needs to have that little, like, waiting flavor.
I don't even want to know what you're even thinking about right now. Just chuckling like that.
It's the waiting flavor. It's just a word I made up again, so that's what I mean. That's why I'm laughing. So, oh my god. Okay.
What you brought me on here, you were like, "Oh, it's 4 o'clock." I'm like, "No, you have an hour on your stream." I'm like, "Dude,
Yeah,
in Eastern United States, we have not had a daylight savings time yet, so it was still 5 o'clock. I believe daylight saving time is November 21st, I believe. So yeah, so you are an hour difference than what you think. So
yeah, it's weird because here it's 10:27 p.m. So 6 hours in front of you is 4:27 p.m. So,
no,
but you're saying
I'm
it's
not
3
saying you're
p.m.
wrong. Yeah, but you've already done the time behind.
I don't know how that all works, man. So next week it would be the same thing, like it will still be 10 p.m. and you would be 3 p.m.
We'd be 5.
5. So now it's 5 hour difference. Man, that's confusing. Why is
We're
that?
gonna be 5 until we have daylight savings time, which I believe is somewhere in the next 3 weeks. So
Okay.
I have to look it up, and I'm not gonna do that right now. So
Okay. Hi, Prophet. Let's shout out everyone in the chat real quick. So we got Gunstar, we got Prophet, and we got Gas, we got Lupa, and then we got Graphic God, and Back from the Dead. I think that's it. Maybe I'm forgetting someone, but I don't see it. And Asa, of course. Asa as well. Yeah. So we got a few, and the others I can't see like in my participation. Oh, I got Marian as well. I see, but the participation. Oh man. Oh yeah. By the way, guys, if you, like I said, like next week Saturday, I'm doing this live stream for charity. It's gonna be at least 6-7 hours. Long. I'm gonna play some different games. If you have challenges you can come up with, DM them to me. We'll talk about it because I need more stuff. I'm thinking about maybe cutting my hair like with a how do you say that, like short. Maybe not dyeing it but spray painting it with like special spray paint that's like for hair stuff. Flamethrower, no flamethrower, no acid as well, gas. No, if you got some ideas, just send them to me. Not too expensive because I still need to see what I do. But I'm not gonna like take out my savings, you know. Or I mean, basically. But yeah, I'll yeah. If you got some ideas, just let me know. So, and this is the game called Pumping Jack. So that's running in the background right now. And yeah. So, Dark Knight, you getting a Series X?
Yeah, I've got an X and an S pre-ordered. I managed Jez Corden, funnily enough, on Twitter. He was sort of keeping everyone up to date with the stock, and I missed the first sort of wave, and then he tweeted out saying Amazon had restocked, and yeah, managed to jump in there and snag a couple. Yeah, so we're all set, ready to go for day one.
Okay.
So thanks, Jez.
And what's the first game you're gonna boot up? Have you thought about that?
Probably Valhalla. Probably Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I would have thought.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay, interesting.
I've
Cool.
saved like this generation like Doom Eternal. I mean, I've played through that already, but I will be revisiting that. I haven't bothered with the DLC yet. Games like that I've sort of run through once. I will be replaying. I'll be replaying a lot of this generation stuff again on Series X hardware. So yeah, I'll probably jump straight into Valhalla, but yeah, the opportunities are endless. Let alone with whatever else they throw into Game Pass. After launch. So yeah, people complained about Halo Infinite delay, which ain't a great thing. I understand it was a big deal for Microsoft that launched, but it ain't like we ain't got nothing to play until then. So yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, talking about Phil, that was on Game Fest, right? FanFest that you talked about that, right? Or
Yeah.
yeah. So have you done FanFest? Like,
I entered it. Yeah, I entered it. I went to XO last year in London, and they have a FanFest thing there, so I was involved in that. But this year, I entered it. I was in for it, and then I could see that it was at like the most carnage times in the UK. I mean, it was like 3 a.m. that it started on a Thursday night, I think it was. So like a Friday morning at 3 a.m. There was no way I was doing it. So I was asleep. I had work on Friday, but yeah, I didn't manage to get involved. Did you get involved?
Yeah, so I was actually like I went on Discord with a few people. Clowns was there, Graphic God was there, and Math and Speculation. So shout out to you guys. And we were just talking while the show was going on, and you basically missed nothing. Like there was a trivia going on normally, but that was cancelled. There were only like 4,500 people. Like there, like almost 5,000. And the funny thing was, round 1, 2, and 3, the first 25,000 people are in that round. Like, and when you go to round 3 and 4, 4 or 5, I mean, then the 5,000 best people, like that had the best results from the trivia, went to round 4, right? So like 20,000 got eliminated normally. But we were only like almost 5,000 there. So after the 2 test questions and the game crossing, and like I think 20 minutes later they said, okay, it's back up. They were like, okay, we're going to round 4 immediately because there's some technical issues. Like they tried to run it off on the technical issues. But I was thinking, like, if that stuff happened while we had more than 25,000 in there, or almost 25,000, would be an even bigger massacre. But basically, they tried to run it again, and it crashed, or something happened. And okay, see you later, guys. Go do your thing. I'll talk to you on Twitter, by the way. But yeah, you missed nothing, man. Those interviews were great.
I heard that, was it true that I heard something? I haven't actually checked. Did they give everyone who entered FanFest 5,000 Microsoft points? Is that
didn't
right?
check yet,
I
so I
haven't
still
checked
need to
mine
check
either.
my account. But yeah, that could be. Like everyone should get 5,000 points, because the 5,000 people that were left got 5,000 points normally in round 4. So yeah, normally we should be able to get. And everyone that was also in FanFest got normally a $10 discount for the Razer Kishi. So that's also something that's really cool. Yeah. So and I do want to say, like, Flame N2K was number 2 on the leading boards, like after those questions, the first 7 from round 4. So man, he was killing it. He was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get this Series X," because the first play from the 5,000 left then was gonna win the Series X, and he was number 2. So that was it was insane. Like those questions went so fast. It was fun, but very chaotic, I would say. Yeah. And then they tried to try to delay it and just talked a lot of stuff, and it was a little bit of a letdown, I would say. I hope the next one will be way better. But it was a letdown, I would say.
It's hard, like, you know, this this COVID situation, like, you know, it's just a pig, you know, like it's not ideal for anyone, you know, it's just been a fucking nightmare, you know, so it's tough, like, you know, what they're up against, and I guess, you know, they're trying to do stuff, but you know, it's just not working, you know.
Yeah, and Shanshu actually just said in the chat that there were actually more than 25,000 attending, and people were sending out the link. So yeah, there were actually more people in there than we think, but it said only around 5,000 sometimes, and then it crashed, and then you saw no one. Then it's always resetting from 1 people to 10 to 22. Yeah, it was weird. Like I couldn't really make up it. And the worst thing is, at the end, while Phil Spencer was going to talk, my internet crashed, so I didn't even hear Phil Spencer's words. That was so sad for me. I wanted to hear what Phil Spencer had to say, but yeah, that was so sad. So yeah. Oh well.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, you didn't go. You didn't do it, Crispy.
I had to make money so I can buy a Series X. So there you go.
Oh yeah, that's also important. Make that dough, man. Get that bread.
What kind of bread?
I would say like a good bread for me personally is the one with the multiple how do you say it? Nuts and no, not nuts.
Whole grain bread.
Yeah, like multiple grains.
Multi-grain bread.
Yeah, multi-grain bread. Yeah, something like that. That's
Mine's
really good
Italian bread, so
bread. Italian breads. The one with the herbs and spices in there.
No.
What's that then?
Flat out Italian bread has a very soft center and a very chewy exterior. That's how I like my bread.
Is that something like a focaccia then?
No, dude, it's Italian bread. Like,
okay, maybe it's a different name here.
I think I'm glad Clowns is not. He would probably have they call out blasphemy right now because you just don't understand what Italian bread is.
Maybe it's a different name here. Like, don't blame me if it is. I'll look it up. Maybe I'll find it. But yeah. Let's go to another one. So we got I found some gameplay of Smash Bros. Ultimate. Steve, I never seen him play before. Like, I don't have the game. Still need to get it someday when Master Chief will be in the game. So I'm waiting for that one. So it's gonna be interesting. Like, but Italian bread. I'm gonna think about that one, man. Maybe I'll make it someday, and I'll put it on Twitter.
It's pretty simple to make, actually. You have to know what the hell you're doing. That's all. And apparently you're a baker, so
yeah, I did my stuff, man. I've done everything with chocolate. I know how chocolate is made. Yeah, if there's so much. Like, I cannot say it on top of my tongue. It's also been a long time, but I know a lot about that. So, yeah, it's interesting. Very cool. Why are you laughing?
Because you're hilarious.
Why am I hilarious?
What did you do to that tiramisu cake and you're calling yourself a baker?
Oh my god, dude. I still need to taste it. I haven't tasted it yet.
You haven't tasted it. He's gonna be thrown up. He's gonna eat one of those
no.
death nuts, and then he's gonna have some tiramisu cake, and he's gonna be fucking spewing it all over his walls.
Yes, Lupa is right. A ciabatta. That's how we call it. That's not what. Yeah, it's not Italian bread. It's ciabatta. Thanks for clarifying, Lupa. This gameplay is weird though. Like Steve, it's so weird to play. Oh my god, that's funny. But yeah, No, that's Italian bread. Okay.
I'm gonna fall asleep soon. I'm just gonna
Why?
because I guess you got to bring up something at this point because there's been nothing all week. So, what you gonna bring up?
I don't know. That's the beauty about the show. We don't know what's going to happen. It's the most random show on the planet, Gunstar. I know. Like, it's just what we want to talk about. But yeah, there's not really too much to talk about. Something in the chat want to talk about. Like, that's always something that happens as well. Like, maybe they know what they want to talk about. So it sounds a little bit weird today. There's not so much on my mind as well today. I do have some good news, but that's private stuff, so I can't talk about that. It's stupid. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit of a weird day today, actually. Oh yeah, we had that interview with Tommy Tallarico, and he sold me on buying an Amico for next year. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Do you know what Amico is, Dark Knight?
He fell asleep.
Could be. Do you know what? You know what an Amico is, right, Crispy?
Yeah, I do.
Right.
Yeah.
You were in the interview, so now, Darch. Do you know an Amico? Are you interested in that?
Amico.
Yeah, Amico.
No, I've never heard of an Amico. No, what is it? Is it
Okay, Crispy, can you explain? Because you can probably explain it a little bit better in English than me. Because you're more retro than me.
They're using a name that is very old school, the Amico Intellivision. So
Right.
Intellivision was the original console. It was back in the NES to SNES days is the best way to describe it. I actually didn't play it myself personally, but they've added a bunch of new things to an old way of playing, and it involves a lot of multiplayer, especially couch co-op. It involves a very unique controller that it resembles a phone peripheral, which actually the funny thing is you can use your phone if you download their app to play the games also with other people. It's a lot of tech in this little controller, but it also it's basically a Snapdragon, which is a phone processor inside the actual console itself. It's just Snapdragon's a higher one than most.
I think I'm looking at it now. Is it like when you buy it, you get like a docking unit, and there's two of them that you get?
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
hold on, I'll put it on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I'm looking at it.
it's
So it's
between
like-
$200 and $250, and you get two controllers. Which, I mean, he was actually completely honest. He said it's been like almost 30 years since a back-end console had two controllers, which is crazy. So, I mean, they're hitting the hyper casual market. It's more like you're playing kind of what you'd call phone games on a console on your TV. So it's actually logical because you have 3 billion people playing phone games. I mean, that's why Candy Crush and Angry Birds and all these other games are still around because they're still continue to play them. But you're playing them without microtransactions, and they cost $10 for each purchase at the most. Pretty cool.
Yeah. I won't even lie, I didn't even know about it. So you've just brought this to my attention now.
Yeah, it's something very special, I have to say. Like, it's something that you're, like, my girlfriend actually is interested in this. Like, I talked to her afterwards, Crispy, about all this stuff, and she's very interested in it. She wants to buy it, but like closer to launch. So it's very interesting to see what's going on with this. Like I'm gonna play. Finally, I'm gonna play some fun games with her. I'm gonna enjoy this with my girlfriend, which is so insane. I never thought I would able to say that. Like I normally play those story-based games, right? But this is something. Yeah, this is more aimed at those hyper casuals, as Tommy Telrico is saying, which is just people that play on their phones, play those simple games. Not too complicated like we do with Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. And Gears 5, of course, like the Gears franchise, is actually not the easiest to play if you're a beginner in gaming. So I would never suggest my girl to play games like that. But no, it's awesome, man. These are like the games you can play on there. They're just fun games. There's no microtransactions, no no microtransactions, no DLC. The games are gonna be $9.99 tops, and if you want the physical version, it's actually 20 because the physical version is more expensive to produce with the distribution and stuff. That's a little bit more expensive. So yeah, it's fun, man. I'm looking so forward to this.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Oh yeah, it is interesting, but
Well, and I mean, Tommy said something very simplistic, but he kind of, Tommy goes off on tangents, and
oh
what I
yeah,
got from it is that he's looking for like even us as being like these hardcore gamers being challenged by somebody that's a hyper casual, and I think that's an interesting concept. Like I had the thought process. I didn't have enough to say. I was very intricate about what I asked, but like hypothetically, that controller kind of reminds you of a phone. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's just
I like baby
it's got a lot of like he said, tactile. Like it still feels like a controller, but it still is held like like your girlfriend or your the younger child that only plays on the phone all the time can pick it up and be like, oh, this is exactly what I would expect. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And that's something that I feel they have a niche, and you can call it niche, but I mean, at the end of the day, they're going after a higher volume, just like Xbox does with xCloud. You're going after a higher volume of people compared to the hardcore gamer like us. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Yeah,
like I said before, Crispy, this is actually even higher than what Xbox is aiming at. This is aiming at everyone that plays something. Like even board games are on there. It's not just games. It's everything with gaming. Even like the birthday stuff, right? So if you have people that have like your birthday going on and stuff, you can actually just turn on the console on your birthday or on a holiday and stuff, and it
Well,
just
you
says
you
it.
could like hypothetically, like he was talking about playing Yahtzee with like four other people, and like these are such simple games, but rather than rolling the dice on your, like setting up the whole thing and doing all that, you just boot up the game and you go and say, we're going to play Yahtzee, and everybody has their own controller, even their phone, and they shake the dice and they throw it like he was talking about. And then it feels like, at the least, like, yes, there's probably algorithms and all this shit involved, but it at least feels like you're actually doing something. You know what I'm saying? And then that's pretty cool. Like, you can get a lot of people that wouldn't be on a television doing a game, maybe on their phone, but they will be involved in that because it's so simplistic. You know what I mean? And it also gives you the feel, especially for somebody like me who's played Yahtzee, like, with the cup and shaking it and throwing the dice. You know what I'm saying? Like it
yeah,
will get everybody involved, and people can understand it very easily. And that's pretty cool. I mean, that's what they should go for, and they should continue to go for that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think about it, Dark Knight? When you like look at all what we said now, and when you see the gameplay and stuff from like old games are actually remastered as well. Like those are old games from back in the day that they just make again, to look like they're brand new these times.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. Like at the end of the day, I mean, me personally, like I'd probably wait for the price to come down a little bit. But the reason for that is because I'm not like playing an old game, like a remastered old game, isn't at the top of my list from that era. Yeah, but then there's other people like Crispy and that, and yourself who are excited. So it's a good option for you people to get what you want. You know what I mean? So it ain't a bad thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. What was I going to say? Mm, okay. No, I forgot. Yeah, great. The beauty about being alive, right?
I just heard a giant fart from his brain. That's what I heard.
Yes, indeed. So we go over to something that Jake was saying in the chat. So I prefer my hard copies for games like Noof, and that's the beauty of it. There will be hard copies of the games. And there's actually something about the digital games that you will actually be able to like release them from your account and give them to other people. So it's not like it's stuck on your account. Like if you buy it, you have it forever. You can actually turn those in, like to other people and stuff. You can just bring your control to their system if they have an Amico, and all your games will be on your system itself, like on your little device, right? So you can take that to someone else's system and you can buy it over there, like play it over there with them. It's cool. I really love what's going on with the Amico. So my girlfriend loves it as well. She's very excited. So yeah, and we've got very interesting question here from Gunstar, which is I won't say a stupid question, but we'll answer it anyway. Like, does the Series X have ray tracing or not?
I mean, obviously it does because it has a
Dash, can you go a little bit closer to your mic?
yeah.
There you go.
Obviously it does have ray tracing. I mean the GitHub leaks and everything else. It shows there that there is hardware accelerated ray tracing capabilities within that console circuit board. Um, anyone who questions the capability of whether or not it can do it is a fucking idiot. Because the facts are there. It's a fact. I see people this week, desperate people, looking for attention this week, saying, show me a game with ray tracing. Alright, people showed them Minecraft. Now, I'm not a Minecraft fan, but at the end of the day, that game shows full ray tracing capabilities and implementations in game. Yeah? It's just another console warring bullshit argument all the time. It's just it's ridiculous now. Like if you're still questioning like the Xbox Series X's capabilities, then I don't know what to tell you. You might as well fucking just stay in a closet somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, it's so silly. Like you see, like you know that the games will have ray tracing. They already talked about it everywhere. PlayStation has it as well, and if PlayStation had it, Xbox will have it for sure. Like that's a fact at this
Um,
point.
I can literally nip this in the bud really quick because
Yeah.
people ignore this fact. Okay, the One X, the Xbox One X had one game that had ray tracing involved. What games is that?
Gears.
It's
Right.
Gears 5. Gears 5
Oh yeah, of
had
course. That will have ray
ray
tracing.
traced shadows. Okay, that's the only thing they had in that uncapable box compared to what the Series X is.
Mm-hmm.
I am just warning people. You once they get their figure out what engines they're going to use and this and that, like these new, like, dude, Hellblade 2 is going to look absolutely insane, incredible. It is going to blow the doors off of your head. Like your ears are going to fall off. Like you're not even going to know what the hell to do because these games are going to look so good on the Series X because it has the power, and they're going to be running minimum 60 FPS at 4K with ray tracing. While you see
Mm-hmm.
games like Demon Souls already saying that you will not have ray tracing at 4K at 60 frames per second. You will not have that. They've already put it out there. It's a joke, dude. Like it's a big joke. The only thing that is that Xbox is going to try to optimize that before trying to say, "Hey, this is what's happening." You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they need to make sure that it works correctly. And I think they're learning from that, and that's why they're not saying a whole lot about the ray tracing too much.
No, because I guess it still has to be some like finalized at this moment. Like we know that the Unreal Engine 5 is like the main thing with ray tracing, but that's not complete yet. So I guess we're still waiting till that's a little bit closer to like till they launch the Unreal Engine 5, and then we'll see more probably. What do you think?
That that game core.
Yeah. What
that they
what is
keep
Game
talking about.
Core? I do want to
I don't
know.
know the full ins and outs of it, but basically, Game Core is a developing tool. So it's
Okay.
still apparently in an alpha stage. It's not quite fully at a beta, but apparently, once that comes out of a beta, alpha rather, and it's a beta, and developers are using that, apparently that is going to then allow developers to fully optimize for everything within the Series X or the Series S as well. So until Game Core goes fully live, it's it's just gonna well, basically once it goes live, it's gonna make everything easier for developers. So once that does eventually go, it'll be night and day. Like that'll be the end of it, basically.
Okay. Yeah, that's something we need to wait for till next year, I think. Right? Game Core?
I don't know, man. I don't really know too much about the development of it, but last time I heard something, I heard that it was almost at a beta stage. So, you know, that could be anything. It could be next week. It could be next year. So I don't know, but apparently once that once developers are using that, it's just gonna apparently it's gonna make everything easier for the developer and obviously unlock the full potential of the box. So
Mm-hmm.
whether it's an Xbox Series S or an Xbox Series X, you're gonna get the best product you can possibly get working with it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I can't wait, man. Like everything feels so exciting about next gen. Like I just can't wait. Like it's so amazing what's all going to happen. And
Yep.
still at the end of this year, right? Because there's so many games coming out this holiday. Your pocket's gonna be empty anyway. Like everyone, there's so many games coming out, and not everyone is going to buy them all, right? Like,
Well, my pockets ain't gonna be too empty because at least I got Game Pass to back me up on those games that I
yes.
may never have played, but I'm gonna sure as hell try now. Just saying. I mean, if anybody hasn't tried Doom Eternal, if you're at least somewhat interested in first person shooter, well, it's on Game Pass, and I mean, my God,
Mm-hmm.
it's a $60 game still, and all you gotta do is I mean, shoot, there's probably still a $1 deal or a 14-day trial you can get.
Yeah.
Try that shit out. The game
Doom,
is
Doom
game is
Eternal is
annoying
my
as
PlayStation.
fuck.
So
The game is annoying if you don't play on easy, but it is still so freaking good, man.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to chip anyway because I'm flagging bad. I'm tired, but
No problem, man. Tell
yeah.
them where they can find you first.
Find me on Twitter at Daj Knight. YouTube, I'm having a load of assets and transitions and stuff made up at the moment, so there's nothing really happening on the YouTube front. But the channel's the Dark Knight. Be back soon with content for the start of the next generation. Thanks for having me on, Flamish. Good talking to you, Crispy, as well.
No problem, man.
Cheers, bro.
And,
Cheers.
I'm gonna have to chip. All right, guys. But take care.
Yeah, see you later, Dodge.
Yeah, you too.
See ya.
Oh my. What were we talking about, Crispy? Before he went.
That your real name is Dragon Spice? What?
Oh, my real name is Dragon Spice. How do you know?
Because you like lollipops and candy.
By the way, Candy Bowl update. It's getting a little bit closer to the bottom.
Oh, you go for the bottom. Mm.
I go for the bottom, yes. Oh my god. Okay, let's play something else. I got this game called Zelter from Havelock. He's playing the game. I'm subscribed and like. Let's go. Okay. Thank you, Havelock. So yeah. Oh, it's like honestly, people are bitching about next gen. They just have to wait. It's just 2 weeks away. I mean, can you just wait a little bit longer, guys? I mean, it's not that long, right?
What I find funny is that most of these people have been through generations, like me, even you. I mean, you're younger, but you're not that much younger. You have to understand that they're going to support cross gen. It's just pretty sad that PlayStation continued to lie about it. You can't leave the people you already have just behind. I mean, they've never really done that. Like, especially third parties. Like, yes, there have been games that have come out that can only be played on the newest console, but for the most part, like, I played PlayStation 2 until I couldn't play Gears on it. You know what I'm saying? And yes, that's an exclusive, but also Gears of War literally drove us into a new generation, really and truly. Like, the game was so hard. Like, I watched a freaking, it wasn't an interview. It was like interviews, but also it was a documentary with Bethesda, and this was like a couple of years ago before Microsoft even bought them and everything. And they had literally a part where they were making all the Elder Scrolls and as much as they could. And they got to a point, and I think it was after Fallout 3, that they saw Gears of War, and they said, my God, this is what we need to strive for. How did they do this? They were literally like upset, like some of the people were, and some of the people were like, this is incredible. Almost 10 years now, 7 years, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You have to understand that it's not going to be this big of a leap. We're at a point where these consoles, all you're going to see is the power, not necessarily, what's actually coming out. It's actually pretty incredible that we're at the end of, console gaming. Console gaming can only get more powerful and have 4K with ray tracing at 120 frames a second, which neither console are doing. But I mean, you have TVs, you have all these things that are involved in making that actual thing come into fruition. And unfortunately, the adopt rate for a 4K TV right now is still under 50%.
Yeah, there's even like even 4K crispy, but not HDMI 2.1. That's even less. So
HDMI 2.1 is not even really out there except with the LGs right now.
Yeah, the LG C9 was the first TV to have that. So, I mean, the OLED, right? For OLED. I don't know for QLED, for Samsung. But yeah, it's
Well,
like still fresh.
Samsung, from what I've been told, is they're working on a new One Connect. I have a One Connect box, so it connects through
Yes, yes,
a
yes, yes,
computer monitor system.
yes.
Okay, so all I have to do is upgrade the One Connect box. I'm waiting for them to release it, and it's going to cost me like $300. But my TV is already capable of doing 4K 120 FPS. The problem is that the connection from the console to the TV is capable of doing it. It's through a normal CPU
Mm-hmm.
type thing. Like literally, I could take a CPU and plug it into it, and
Yeah.
it would work. So the problem is that it's just HDMI 2.0, not 2.1, and I need them to upgrade that. So then the connection is true, and then the 120 FPS is fluid and everything else, because I'm already playing at 60 FPS and it looks incredible. But that's the problem I have, is that everybody's talking ish about this and that, but then you got PlayStation saying like some games are 4K 30 FPS with ray tracing, but you got Gears 5's definitely going to run at 4K 60 FPS with ray tracing. Ray
Yeah,
tracing.
and even
Not
Spider-Man.
120.
Spider-Man is 1440p with ray tracing or something, or 1080p. For like, am I correct?
Most of them, if they're under 120 frames, they're not capable of doing 1080p 120 frames to begin with. And that's the problem I have. I'm like, okay, we're talking about old games that should be able to be optimized easily, and somehow we're only talking ish about one console that's actually doing these things instead of the other console that's doing none of those things. And it's kind of incredible, because you go and look at some of the specs for some of these games, and they're not going to work the same in the PlayStation 5. And I get it. You love PlayStation. I understand it. But why don't you call them out? If the console is capable, as you say, then why not ask them to do it? That's what I say. Like, just make it happen.
I know.
You can't sit there silent and be like with your hands crossed, like it's okay, everything's fine. No, no, just like Gears 5 lately, like dude, the matchmaking is horrible. I said this multiple times. I will continue to say it. Like literally, I go into a party, the person that has the party and we're ready to play doesn't even know I'm in there. I have to tell them that I'm in there. That is bullshit. Okay, so
Yeah, I don't know what that
if
is
you
about.
want 120 frames per second on PlayStation 5 with at least 1440p, and it's capable of doing it, for the love of God, call it out and say, hey, I believe it's capable of doing it. And then they'll probably tell you, no, it's not. And that's what's going to happen.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just happy that it's gonna be over soon and that we're gonna have the consoles. Like, no more wait time, right? But all the other stuff around it, I don't think too much about it. Clowns, crispy.
Well, I'm Italian, so you're lucky. You're lucky that I
Are
am.
you Italian?
I am a third Italian. Yes,
Really? Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Wow.
I'm a third Italian. I'm a third Irish, and then the
And
rest of it is a bunch of a mix of everything.
so you're a bit of everything.
English, German. I thought it was Polish, but I was wrong.
Okay.
What was it? It's actually a little bit of Native American too, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. 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 Is that something from your parents? Like, did they move there? Or was it even before that, or?
Well, my great grandmother, I actually grew up with like until I was like 6 years old,
Hey, Pound.
and she came straight over the boat from Sicily, and then she was married to my great grandfather, who came straight over the boat from Ireland. There's actually there's a castle in Ireland named after my great grandfather's family. It's Tyrell Castle,
Wow.
and so I'm literally like on my mom's side. There's just Irish and Italian. On my father's side, there's like a bunch of different things, but we found out it's mostly English
Okay.
and mostly German. So
Yes.
we'd say 75% is split between the two, and then whatever else is a part of it, that's what it is. So,
Cool, man.
it's kind of wild, like, but like I know just because like one of my family members went, we always thought we were Polish. Like Platt sounds Polish. You know what I mean? So, but it was actually English. And we didn't know that until we had an ancestry or the 21andMe or whatever the hell it is done. Like my uncle did it,
Mm-hmm.
and we figured out that there's no Polish. And keep in mind, he's been a part of a Polish church for like a good part of
Oh
20 years.
no,
Yeah.
really?
So the because he's good friends with the priest or whatever the hell you call him in there, because I'm not a religious follower, but and the priest or whatever is like, you're not Polish at all? Are you kidding? Like he lost his mind. He lost his mind. So
Yeah. Would you not as well? Like if you find out that like something you're doing all your life, and then it seems like
well,
you're
my
not.
uncle, my uncle is 51 right now. So I
What did he
mean,
do afterwards?
no, he's still there, of course. I mean,
Okay.
he's already because my aunt is Polish, but it has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? That's his married wife. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
she's like very like has a lot of Polish in her. So he's not gonna just walk away from it, but he got his chops busted because that's how that's how they are. Like it's just like you've been here for so long and you're not Polish at all. Like, come on.
Okay. Um. Yeah, that's interesting, man. Like, I do want to know if my heritage is different than Belgium, because what I know is from my great, like my great parents, right? How do you say it? Like the parents of my parents.
Grandparents,
Yeah, the
grandparents.
grandparents, they are Belgium, but I want to see if there's a little bit more like behind it after, like before that. So I'm thinking maybe of doing a test one day to see if that's all true. Like if I'm completely Belgium, like all the
Well,
way.
you grew up there, correct?
Yeah, I grew up in Belgium. I'm completely Belgium. I'm a
Okay,
pure
so
Belgium. That's what I call it.
I'm not looking at a map or nothing. What countries border you?
Germany, Netherlands, and France. And then we got the water with
So you could,
England.
if you grew up there, nobody's ever left or came there or anything. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's all been there.
Yeah.
The only thing is that you don't know where they came from before. So, I mean, for all we know, you could be a little bit French, a little bit German.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
probably
saying?
something
Like,
like that. Yeah, we'll be probably close by.
but you're gonna be close by, I think, because that's the whole thing. Like, and also, I mean, we all think of World War II and everything. Like, a lot of people congregated here and there. You know what I'm saying? So in that area, like they didn't move overseas. Like that wasn't feasible back then. It
Okay.
wasn't like, hey, I'm going to go to the U.S. that easily after World War II. But your family could have went, okay, I'm German, but I don't agree with them. I'm going to go to Belgium, or vice versa. Like France, like they got ran out for a period of time. Maybe all of a sudden your family stayed in Belgium and never left. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know.
Okay. Yeah, could be. Like I will be. It will be exciting for sure.
Well,
Like,
that's why we're here, because you know what, like everybody, like it's been a slow week on video gaming news, and we're just talking. That's all we're doing. So
so like I said, Pong, my candy dish is not like till here anymore. It's now till here. So it's a little bit closer. I'm getting there, man. I need more time. And we got some Dracula TV in there, so yeah, I'm fully for Halloween, like rock and loaded. I got these Halloween teeth as well, like yeah, and don't forget the skulls. Go to leave Pong last time. Like I said last time, I had a ball like this, maybe a little bit lower, and that doesn't leave mark on me. Like my metabolism is great, man. I can eat a lot. Like Jacob's green crackers. I don't know what lupa is, what you're talking about, but I do want to give me a picture of it or something. Maybe I can find something that's similar over here. Because tomorrow I am free, so tomorrow I'm gonna do my shopping for Saturday. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like Crispy, do you think? Do you know some challenge maybe that I could do? Like, it doesn't have to be eating only because it seems to be all about eating stuff. It seems.
For your stream, is that what
Yeah,
you're
for
talking
my
about?
stream, I'm still thinking about all the stuff. Like, yeah, we'll see, we'll see.
Well, I mean, those two ideas you brought up in private are pretty cool. Maybe if you can get your girlfriend involved, that would be interesting.
I was thinking about that. She's gonna see me while she's gonna stand there with the milk, like in the door, while I'm doing the Death Nut challenge, and my roommate is gonna stand there as well. So they're gonna be laughing in the background probably while I'm doing the stuff. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, she should just pour milk over you, not.
No, dude, I have a clean floor. No, not a clean floor. I need to clean my room first, actually. So I'm gonna
That's when
probably.
you put a tarp down. Who cares?
I don't have a tarp. I do have like this thing under my desk for my chair, so it doesn't leave marks. Because I have a heavy chair, Secret Labs. Good chairs, by the way.
You got a skid mark protector. Is that what you're saying?
Skip mark protector. Oh my god, Crispy, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I warned you. You brought me on here, and I'm still here.
Yeah, basically, I am going to end the stream a little bit earlier today, guys. I'm gonna do it in like 13 minutes. No,
Sounds about right.
You hear it in my voice. I'm getting a little bit tired. I had like a heavy day with making that tiramisu cake, and I need to go for my bike. And normally the store is open, but I'm waiting for this bike like 10 weeks already, right? So I was trying to get a bike for 10 weeks, repaired from the bike store, and now I called him like Saturday, no Friday, and he told me like, yeah, it will be ready tomorrow, and I call him yesterday, and he didn't answer the phone like multiple times. It happens more, but I'm like, okay, hold on, I'll just go tomorrow on Sunday.
If you're tired, I mean, I have a football game to watch, so I don't know if you want to end it even sooner than that, because
He wants to ditch me. You hear that? He doesn't even want to wait till I'm ready. No, man, that's cool. But like I said, 12 more minutes, Crispy. If you can wait that long. Hey, Indy, welcome. Thanks for showing up, by the way. As you don't know, guys, yesterday I had a beautiful stream going on Indie Gamers channel and Masked Mayhem with BG4G, right? That's how you say it. Playing Cake Bash, so that's really fun to watch. Like, my girlfriend actually watched that video today, Indy, and she skipped a little bit through it, but it was she was so entertained by the video, so that was so fun. She finds it so fun to see this. She's actually a fan of the channel as well. So
did she get horny on you? Is that the question? That's the question you need to ask.
she's actually sleeping at the moment, I think. Oh no, I'm not talking about now. Sorry.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Other topic now.
I love how Flamish is so new to the podcasting game and he has no clue what to say to me. It's great.
Crispy, you're not taking advantage of me, are you? Come on.
Well, dude, I've been through the ringer, so it's time for you to get through it. Go through the ringer. Understand that some people can help you and make you better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, French
Yeah.
fry taters. Yeah,
Yeah.
French fry taters. Yeah.
Oh my god. Indy, yeah, you're asking how I'm doing. I burned myself while making a tiramisu cake. So I'll show it again.
And he broke it. And he broke the damn cake. For the love of God.
And I broke the damn cake. Yes, of course. Hold on. Let me go back to the tweet. I don't know what picture I missed, so I'm gonna look it up real quick. So we got the cake and we got the arm. So I'm missing this picture.
It's
right
all
here.
you. No commentary. I gotta go take a leak, bro.
So
Have fun.
I'll yeah. So I'll explain it a little bit because it was weird. So this thing, like it was in the spring form. That's how you say it in Belgium here. Darcy's gone. Like he only could stay a little bit. He was very tired from doing stuff with gas. Don't know what's that about, but yeah, it's he's a little bit tired. So like I said, I was doing like I took it out of the oven. This was still pretty hot, right? And I tried to like put it over and turn it around, right? And I have my towel over here. You can see that. Oh, Clowns is actually online. Oh man, why is Clowns like? Oh, this is annoying. I'll talk to him soon. So yeah, I was like trying to turn it over and I burned myself, and this is the burn. Like this, it's over here now. It's a little bit less burny, but it's there, like you see. So yeah, I broke it. I broke it, and then I cut it in half, like this guy does with his cake, right? And then yeah, you take the first half, you put it in the form, and then yeah, you basically sprinkle it with some stuff. Like you put it on there. I did with the spoon, and then you take the second layer. But I didn't have enough to put in the second layer, so it's just one layer. And then I took some chocolate. So yeah, that's what I did. So
Some Belgium chocolate.
yeah. Also, yeah, it's my arm is a little bit painful, like. But yeah, Belgium chocolate Clowns. Crispy. Oh, Clowns just.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Crispy Clowns just messaged me to come on the party on the Xbox. So I don't know what's that about, but I'll talk to him soon. Like in 7 minutes, I guess. Oh my god, my voice. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna have to end. Basically, or I'm gonna be like.
God, you are just a horrible host, by the way.
No, I'm not a horrible host. Why am I a horrible host? That's not horrible. See? Oh my god, my voice is getting away. No, guys, so Crispy, where can they find you?
Where can they find me? That bomb sitting there waiting to blow up. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Yeah, at Crispy Bomb on Twitter, Crispy Bomb 28 Xbox Live. Hit me up. Yes, I play games. I play any game that's on Game Pass, especially. Yeah, great. Retro Renegades, 7 p.m. Tuesday night. And yes, I have an announcement to make with my brothers, and
Ooh.
it's going to be only the people that follow me and actually know me and who I'm around and who I love that are going to understand. And then, yeah, it's next podcast when I'm thinking this week we're gonna do it, and I'm hoping. But yeah, and then Breakfast with Boom, Friday, 10 a.m.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and me, you can find me of course on this channel. We got Return Renegades 7 p.m. That's gonna be the day after tomorrow, of course, 7 p.m. EST. So actually, technically, it's now 8 p.m. EST then. No, 7 p.m. Man, this is confusing with the time zone, Crispy.
It's 7 p.m. for us. It's probably an hour earlier for you because you said that you had daylight saving time coming in.
Yeah, you'll probably have to message me Tuesday. I'm gonna forget about that, probably. Yeah, the clock changing is confusing. He thought the show was at 4, but it's actually at 5 EST today, which is interesting. Like, I don't know how that all works. It's so freaking annoying. But it's
He's
because
losing
of
his
the
mind,
sun, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah, because like literally I'm driving to work when there was like sun and now it's like dark. So
Okay.
like it's gonna happen here soon, but you're 6 hours ahead of me, so it's probably gonna take another month before we do that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, then you find me on Clowns' channel, of course, for interviews. Review coming soon from a game that I'm playing through right now on Xbox. I need a little bit more time, but I'm home tomorrow, so that will probably be gaming time for getting the review done. So that will be coming later this week, probably. It's gonna be my first ever review, so don't be too harsh on me, or actually be harsh. Give me all the feedback I can get. So yeah, and then of course next Sunday a new Flamish experience. Oh my god, I'm drawing blanks today. That's crazy. And the next person on the list is, who was it again? Damn it. I'll have to look at it. No. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Freaking hell. How can I forget who's gonna be on the show
You're just a
next
horrible
week?
host, dude. What do you mean?
No, I got it. It's God's Geek. So God's Geek is gonna be on the channel next week. So he's gonna be joining us, and of course one of my main panel members, hopefully. Otherwise I have to find someone else again. But yeah, we'll see about that. What happens? Like I just hope I'll find someone that's like capable to be there every week, so I just don't have to find one of my panel members like joining. It will be a little bit easier to just have that going around, I guess. Right, Crispy?
I'm one of those panel members, by the way, people. I'm the one that can't quite get here all the time. Of course,
Yes.
he told me the
So
wrong time.
I'll say the panel members are Crispy. We've got Infinite. We have Graphic Art. We have Jedi, who was on the channel once. Like getting on the show was cool. We got Removable Santi, of course.
Jago.
And Jago. Yes, 6 people. So yeah, if you want to come on the show, just ask me, DM me, guys. Lupa, I still want the DM from you to come on the show. See if you can, we can get it scheduled sometime. That would be, yeah, of course I want you, Lupa. I was just saying that. You're just a little bit too late, I guess. Indy, for you as well. If you want to be on the show, just let me know. Most random show on the Green Gods Earth, including Retro Gates as well. Like that's also, it's not really the Green Gods Earth. No, but yeah. I'm a terrible host, I know. But that's a funny thing. You never know what's going to happen on the Flamish experience. And like I always say at the end of my shows, no, the last thing, I will be doing a charity stream next week, Saturday. That's going on. I'm going to be playing Resident Evil 7, a horror game I don't like at all. I'm going to be doing challenges, like with hot stuff. Like the Death Nut Challenge. So you can look that up on YouTube. It's something insane. And other stuff, like I was still looking for new things. If you got some things, let me know in Twitter. And like I always say at the end of my shows, just stay positive and be happy, guys. I'll see you all later next time. Bye.